video. Okay guys, it's time for another shave. Today we will be using GOF Trumper Spanish leather in my orange bumpy bowl, my trusted favorite. We have the Simpson T3, which I use all the time. We have Proraso red pre-shave, and today's razor will be the Yaqi Final Cut. The Final Cut by Yaqi. I think it says Yaqi on the bottom there somewhere. I think it's sandblasted in there somewhere. Where is it? Yeah, it's on this side. You guys see that? Doesn't matter. Anyway, so this razor just came in today. Fellow member Tony Sal, he was filleting his face with it. So he messaged me and he said, you want to trade those Nasset blades for this razor? I said, sure. So he sent me this and I sent him 18 tucks of Nasset blades. So I think I got the better end of the deal as far as money goes. So I'll try to make that up to him somehow. He lives here in Japan and we're going to be doing things together. So I'll buy him lunch or something. Okay, anyway, today we're going to start with water, okay? Because the one thing I haven't been doing is wetting my face down before I do my shave. So, all right, there we go. We've got water. Let's get some pre-shave on here. And today, we're going to be talking some Van Halen. Okay, let's get this worked out. Man, this smells good. When I first got this, I couldn't stand the smell of it. I thought, oh my God, that stuff stinks. But I've come to really like it. I don't know how it's going to go with the Trumper, but we'll see. Man, that's a lot left over there, isn't it? Anyway, all right. You know, the good thing about this pre-shave Proraso is when it's on your hands, it feels real slippery. But as soon as you hit it with water under the faucet, it disappears. Okay, let me get my brush wet. Okay, all right. So now, guys, probably before this video started, I announced a giveaway on the channel. I haven't made that video yet, so I'm not going to talk about it. But anyway, yeah, there's a giveaway coming up for my 100 subscribers. Now I'm going to use a little more product than I usually would. I'm going to use a lot. Wow, that's a lot. But anyway, let's get into this and see what we can get. All right. So anyway, it was 1996. I got my first computer. And we got on the internet. Now, I knew nothing about computers. I knew nothing about the internet. So, I have a friend in the States that's an IT guy. He was an IT guy way back then. Sorry, guys, I'm going to do this over the sink because it's dripping on the floor. So I have a friend in the States. He was an IT guy, still is. And I didn't know what to do with the internet, so I called him. I said, hey, we've got a computer. What do I do? We've got an internet account, blah, blah, blah. And he says, well, you do a Yahoo search. And this is pre-Google, right? Oh my God, this stuff's thick. I use too much. So he suggested that I do a Yahoo search. And I said, well, what do I search for? He said, anything you want. I said, all right. So, being a Van Halen fan, that's what I searched. I searched Van Halen. I wish I had brought a bigger bowl. This is getting gross. This is more like heavy paste. I used too much. I used way too much for this small bowl. And if I add more water, it's gonna beast up over the sides, and I don't want that. You know what? We'll use it like this, a learning experience. We'll use it thick like this. I might like it. So anyway, I did a search for Van Halen. And the first thing I came across was this Van Halen mailing list. And I didn't know what a mailing list was. So I called my friend back and said, hey, what's a mailing list? He says, well, that's where, a bunch of people that are, interested in the same thing, they can send messages back and forth to each other. I said, oh, well, that sounds interesting. So, 1996, I was 28? Yeah, I was 28. So, I thought, yeah, I wouldn't mind meeting some other Van Halen fans around the world. So, I joined the list. Well, on the list, come to find out, was Valerie Bertinelli, Eddie Van Halen's wife at the time, and their tour manager, Scotty Ross. Guys, this is disgusting. It's just big, gloopy, it's grossness. But might be good. We'll see. I'm going to use it like this, just to see what it does. Should have brought a bigger bowl. It's like Jaws. Dun, dun. You should have brought a bigger bowl. So anyway, I joined the list, and Valerie Bertinelli's on there, and their tour manager's on there. And Valerie and I became friends. Internet friends, I mean, come on, you guys see how I get into a group and I start posting, start going crazy. And, oh, you know what? I actually do like this. This is nice. Oh, I like it thick and pasty like this. So anyway, Valerie and I became internet friends, through the mailing list. And I got to know their tour manager and all this and all that. So by 1998, Val and I had been, kind of buddy-buddy for 2 years, Well, not buddy-buddy, but, we knew each other and we talked. And we were, on a first-name basis. So, when Van Halen came on their Van Halen 3 tour in 1998, I got all access passes for the tour. Okay, here we go. Hold on, let me do the setting on this. Okay, I've got it set on 1. I'm going to take it up to 3. It goes up to 7. Well, it goes past 6. Goes around to 2 again. So I'm going to say that's probably a 9. Anyway, 2, 3. I'm going to start on 4. All right. We'll start on 4 right there, if you can see it. I don't know. Anyway, all right. Let's do this. So, when Van Halen came to Japan... Oh, that's a lot of blade. When Van Halen came to Japan for their tour in 1998, I was given all access passes and guest tickets to all the shows in Tokyo. With Tokyo and Yokohama. So I went to 3 shows. 3 shows at the Budokan and 1 show at Yokohama Arena. A lot of blade feel on this, even at 4. On my next pass, I'm going to step that down to 3. I think I cut myself. You know, just a little weeper there. Yeah, a lot of blade feel here. I got a lot of little weepers here, don't I? Anyway, so the tour rolls around, and I had been, I've been a fan of Van Halen ever since I was, in junior high school. Oh, let me rinse my face. Okay, we'll keep the face wet. Yeah, I got a couple cuts there, don't I? So anyway, tour rolls around, and I go up to Tokyo with my friends. I was allowed to bring a couple friends with me. So we, oh man, this is the part of this shaving here that I can't stand. Is this shit falling all over my, oh, sorry. This crap falling all over my clothes while I'm doing this. Okay, so Tony, I understand what you mean. This thing's very bladey. Very bladey. Okay, so I show up at the Budokan on the first day, and step this down. That was on 4. Okay, I'm gonna take this down to 2 actually, because that was really bladey. Okay. All right, so I go outside the Budokan. Oh, that's very. That's not too bad, but it's still very scrapey. This the feather maybe a little too aggressive for it. You know what? I'm going to take that down to a 1 actually. All right. Yeah, you can hear that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it leaves much to be desired. So anyway, I go wait outside the Budokan. Hold on, let me do my face real quick. All right, keep the face wet. Yeah, I'm cutting myself up. So anyway, I go wait outside the Budokan, and their tour manager comes out. Are you Mully? Yep. So he takes us in, and we go backstage, and he takes us literally to the stage where everybody's working. So we're literally standing at the edge of the stage, just off stage, right where the steps are, where the band goes up to go to the stage. And this is early in the afternoon, right about 4 o'clock. I'm not sure I want to do this up pants with this. Tony, I feel you. I get it. So we go in, he takes us backstage, and we're standing there backstage, and I'm just watching what's going on around me, watching the roadies and everything do their job. And curtain opens up, and there's the man. The guy that I've been a fan of since I was in junior high school. He's standing right in front of me. Probably about, I don't know, 20, 30 feet away. So, yeah, guys, you know what? I don't think I'm going to do any cleanup passes with this because this is burning already. Yeah, that was not a smooth shave at all. at all. So anyway, there's Eddie Van Halen. And my friend went over, because my friend had been down in Australia with him. So he went over to say hi. And he's talking to Ed, and Ed says something to him, and he points over to me. And, oh man, damn it. Ed comes over to me, comes straight to me, jumps up on me, gives me a bear hug, wraps his legs around my waist, kisses me on the cheek, and he says, "That's from the old lady." Now, this is somebody that I've been a fan of since I was junior high school, my idol, right? He, do what? So, oh yeah, look at that, guys. That thing got me. Got me good. Yeah, Tony, you may have something here. I'll try a bunch of different blades. Maybe find something a little less aggressive for it. But you know what? I brought the alum just in case this happened. So I have one of these Omega cold water, right? Cold water. And like Mark Zarati said, hold it for 30 seconds. So Eddie kisses me on the cheek. He says, "That's from the old lady." And, you know, leading up to this, I had a few weeks to prepare for this. And I swore to myself that I would not say, "I love your music." First words out of my mouth, "I love your music." I didn't want to be the idiot fan, but there I was. Yeah, this thing got me good, guys. Let me give a once over. That cheek's okay. The neck is fried. Ooh. Yeah. The neck took a hit on either side. All right, so we'll let that sit for a second. So anyway, that night we go to our seats. We had guest tickets, so our tickets were actually way up on the second floor, way in the back. But we had all access passes. We could go anywhere in the arena. And I said to Scotty, he said, we went backstage, and Scotty, their tour manager, says, "How are the seats?" And I said, "Well, they're in the back." I said, "But we can see everything." And he goes, "You don't have to sit there." He goes, you guys got all access passes. He goes, "You can walk down the front row if you want." So that's what we did. And I tell you what, when you've got an all access pass for a rock band, oh my God, you're like royalty in that place. Hold on. So yeah, when you've got an all access pass for a rock band, you're like royalty. You can go anywhere in the arena. Nobody stops you. You walk up to a door, the security's standing there. You've got that thing hanging around your neck. They just open the doors for you and step out of the way. When you're down on the floor and you're walking up through the security checkpoints, going towards the front, they just move the gate out of the way and let you walk right through. Now, we didn't want to stand in front of people that paid for their tickets. So we went up front for a few minutes and then kind of backed off. The show itself was, how good can a show be when Eddie Van Halen bear hugs you and kisses you on the cheek, right? The show was kind of, the peak had been backstage. But it was, it was a great show. That was the first night. Let's wrap this up in here and go in there. Oh, wait a minute. Before we go, there is something I want to do. I need to trim my beard. So let's see. Jesus Christ, can't even see these things. 7, 10, 13. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to do a quick once over on my beard. Now this is another thing that I usually do in the shower, so I'm gonna get hair all over the damn place. Okay, good enough. Hair all over the place, mess. All right, let's retire to the living room and finish this story. Okay, we're back. We're gonna hit with the Thayer's rose petal here. Mrs. Mully here is on the floor with little Opie. They just came back from a walk. You know, even though that was quite cutty, it's pretty smooth. Considering I didn't do any cleanup passes, my cheeks are good. I got a little bit left down here that I probably would have gone after with a less aggressive razor. But yeah, I'll try it with a less aggressive blade next time. Okay, so we finished our first show with Van Halen. And trust me, guys, there's a couple parts to this story. So this isn't it. Don't give up. I know this one wasn't very excited. But I did get to meet Eddie Van Halen. I did get to see a good concert, which was kind of uneventful because of what had happened, you know, meeting Eddie and stuff like that. Yeah, it was a good time. Now, we were there. That was the first night. We were there for 3 nights. We got to hang out with them a little, you know, that's coming up. Gary Sharon, the singer from Extreme, was singing for them at the time. And he was really nice. Really, really friendly guy. Actually, everybody was really friendly. Alex was a little questionable. He just didn't seem interested in talking with the fans. You know, it is what it is. But Gary was super nice. Eddie was really nice. Michael Anthony was really nice. But yeah, there's more to come. So anyway, today we used the GOF Trumper Spanish leather. It was too much. I won't ever use that much again in that little tiny bowl. We used the Yaqi Final Cut Super Cut blade that slices you up like Charles Manson. And we used the orange bumpy bowl. What else we use, honey? You don't know, do you? Proraso pre-shave cream. And anyway, yeah, it came out all right. It was okay, a little better than I thought it would be. And anyway, so we'll finish that for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week for part 2 of the Van Halen story, and there'll be some good stuff in the next one. And I'm looking forward to see you guys. So you know what? We will call that a shave. Well, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you all next week. Keep it smooth.